Hey designers, welcome to the very first Shotcut video, where we'll dive into all the basics. At first glance, the interface might look a bit overwhelming. You might be wondering why there's so much text everywhere and why it feels a little strange. But don't worry, we'll figure it out together. The first thing we need to do is set up our project folder, which is basically the home for all the files we're going to create. Let's make a new folder and call it Shotcut Video Editor, because this is where all our work will live and stay organized. Once that's ready, we can start exploring the interface without any stress, knowing that everything we make has a proper place to go. And you'll see an option called Project Name. Let's name this project First Edit. Right below that, there's Video Mode, which is usually set to Automatic. Now, there are many options here, but if it looks confusing, don't worry. Leave it on Automatic for now, and here's why. Normally, the editor will automatically pick up the resolution and frame rate from the first video you add. And even if it doesn't, Automatic will default to 1920 by 1080 at 25 frames per second if your first file is an image or audio, which is perfect for most projects. So we'll leave it as it is and click Start. Once you do, a new interface will open, and it might look a bit blank and strange, but don't get intimidated. This is actually a very simple and easy-to-use software. And once you get the hang of it, you'll see it's one of the easiest editors you'll ever use, and you'll start loving it. Next, let's add a clip to start editing. Click on the Open File option. Or you can go to File Open File, or just press Ctrl+O, but we'll click directly on Open File here. This will take you to your PC files, where you can select any video you want. Once selected, the video will start playing, but remember, this is just a preview, not the actual file ready for editing. This preview is really helpful, especially if your files aren't properly named, because it lets you check and make sure you've chosen the right clip before moving forward. So, once you're sure this is the video you want to work on, the next steps will follow. Now, the next thing we need is the playlist option, which you'll usually see here, but sometimes your interface might look different and you might not see the same options. So don't worry if that happens. To make things clean and simple, I've closed all the extra panels because sometimes the timeline or other properties don't show up the same way on different setups, and it can be confusing. Right now, all we really need is the timeline, where we'll do all our trimming and editing, and the playlist, where our videos will sit ready for editing. To bring these up, go to View and select Timeline. Your timeline will appear at the bottom. Then go to View again and select Playlist. If it looks too big or small, you can easily resize it by dragging. Now to play the video, simply press the spacebar on your keyboard and press spacebar again to pause. Once you're sure this is the video you want to work on, click the plus icon in the playlist or press the shortcut Shift+A to add it to the playlist. Finally, drag the video from the playlist onto the timeline, and just like that, we're ready to start editing and trimming. It's that simple. Now that our video is sitting nicely on the timeline, you might want to zoom in to see it more clearly, and that's super easy. Just click the plus icon to zoom in, or the minus icon to zoom out, and there are keyboard shortcuts for that too. You can also hold the Control key on your keyboard and scroll your mouse wheel to zoom in and out quickly, which is really handy when you're working on precise edits. Press the spacebar to play the video, and again to pause it whenever you need. Now, let's do some editing and add another video. Click Open File, choose any video from your PC and open it. This will show up as a preview, so you can make sure it's the clip you want. Once you're ready to work on it, click the plus icon in the playlist to add it, then drag and drop it onto the timeline, just like we did with the first video. With both videos on the timeline, we're ready to dive into editing, and the first thing I want to show you is what the magnet tool does, because this little feature will make trimming and arranging clips much easier and more precise. When this is turned on, it acts just like a magnet. If you drag a video near another clip, it automatically snaps into place so nothing overlaps or gets messed up. But if you turn off the snap option, the video doesn't know there's another clip there, and it can slide right on top of it without any warning, which can create chaos in your timeline. So, normally you should keep the magnet on because it keeps everything neat, and prevents clips from overwriting each other. Next, trimming a video is simple. Hover your cursor over the start or end of the clip, and when the arrow icon appears, just drag it to crop from the beginning or the end. Once you trim, you might notice an empty space left behind. To remove that, right-click and choose Ripple Delete, or simply press the shortcut key X, and just like that, the empty space disappears instantly, keeping your timeline clean and ready for more editing. Okay, now let's press Ctrl+Z to undo the previous action, and I'll show you a few more things about editing. For example, if you want to crop a video from a certain point, it's really simple. First, if you click and drag directly on the video, the clip itself will move, but if you click anywhere on the timeline, the bar indicator, that little vertical line, automatically jumps to that point, which helps you start exactly where you want. Let's say you want to cut or delete a section in the middle of the video. Move the bar indicator to the starting point, then press S on your keyboard to split the video. Move the bar indicator to the end point of the section you want to remove and press S again. And now that unwanted piece is separated. To delete it, simply select it and press Delete, but you'll notice a blank space is left behind. To remove that space and make the next part of the video snap into place in one step, select the section you want to remove and press Shift+Delete. And just like magic, the unwanted part is gone, and the remaining video snaps together seamlessly, keeping your timeline neat and continuous. Let's press Ctrl+Z for a moment, and here's something else. If you want to delete a part but also move it somewhere else, you can simply select it and drag it wherever you want on the timeline. And the leftover empty space, right-click and choose Ripple Delete or just press X on your keyboard, and it's gone instantly. Now, I'll show you one or two more things, and after this, you'll be an absolute pro. For instance, if you want to add a title or any video on top of your main video, it's easy. Right-click on any blank area in the timeline, go to Track Operations, and here you'll see options like Add Audio Track and Add Video Track. We're going to click Add Video Track because that's what we need. You'll see a new track appear in the timeline called Video 2, and this is where we can add another clip. Click Open File, select any video from your PC and open it. You'll see it as a preview first, and once ready, click the plus icon to add it to the playlist, and then drag it onto the new track. Now you'll see the video appear on top of the original. If it had a transparent background, the video below would show through, but in this case it has a black background. First though, let's see how to scale down this overlay video so it fits perfectly on top of our main clip. First, we need the Filters option, and if you don't see it, just go to View and select Filters. Make sure the video you want to work on is selected. You'll know it's active because it has a red border around it. Then, click the plus icon in the Filters panel and search for Size, Position, and Rotate. Select it, and now you have easy controls to move the video, rotate it if you want, or scale it down and position it wherever it fits best on the screen. Now, that black background might be bothering you, but don't worry. You can remove it or any color you want, and I'll show you how like a pro. Make sure your overlay video is selected, click the plus icon in Filters again, search for Chroma, and choose Chroma key. Simple. Once it's added, use the eyedropper tool and click on the black color in the video that you want to remove. And just like that, the black background disappears, leaving your overlay perfectly on top of your main video. Now, let's zoom in on the video to check if any black borders are still remaining. To zoom, click on the Zoom option. It's usually set to Zoom Fit, but you can choose closer views like 100%, 200%, 300%, or even 400% to see the details clearly. I'm going to select Zoom 100, and you'll notice a small black edge that's still there. Just adjust it till it's completely gone, and then switch back to Zoom Fit. So far, we've applied 2 filters on this overlay video. size, position, and rotate, and chroma key. Simple. Now, let's position the video where we want it. Zoom in on the timeline for precise placement and scale it down a little. It's looking perfect. Next, if you select the video underneath and think, where did all the filters go? Don't panic. Filters are applied per layer, so the ones we added were only for the top video. If you want to apply filters to the bottom video, you'll need to select it and add them separately. This organized approach keeps everything neat and makes it easy to manage multiple layers. Now that you know so much about editing videos in Shotcut, you can easily handle your clips. But let's talk about audio too, because it's just as simple. For example, if you want to cut or move an audio track without moving the video, here's the trick. Right-click on the video and select Detach Audio, and just like that, the audio is free from the video and can be moved anywhere you want without affecting the clip. You can place it above, below, or anywhere on the timeline. Before we start cutting, let's zoom in on the timeline for precision. To trim audio, select the audio layer, move the bar indicator to the start point, and press S to split. Move to the end point of the section you want to cut, and press S again. The unwanted section can now be dragged or deleted. And to remove the gap and snap the audio together, right-click and choose Ripple Delete, and everything aligns perfectly. Now, if your animation is complete and you're ready to save it, here's how you can do it. Go to the File menu, and you'll see several options there. If you just want to save the project file to continue working on it later, click Save or Save As. But if you want to export your work as a video, go to Export, and you'll find options like Frame, Video, and more. Select Video, give your file a name, choose where you want to save it, and hit Save. The exporting time will depend on the length and quality of your animation. I hope you found this tutorial easy to follow. Before we end, let me know in the comments if you want more tutorials on this editor, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Ace Designs for more tips and tricks.